this lesson we're going to be doing strumming with the left hand and having the left arm swing from one side of the viola to the other. So first we start in rest position like we did before, and we're going to have our feet go open into a V so that we can be ready for Statue of Liberty. Put this left hand up here into the middle position, have your fingers perched over the signal dot, hold on firmly, and let's take one smooth step and sweep up into the statue. Good. Now let's bring the instrument around by helping with the right hand on the button. Turn the head over a little bit toward the left and feel like the button is very close to the center of your neck. And now what I'm going to do is see if I can hold this with just two fingers. You see how I'm putting my jawbone down over the top of the lip here of the chin rest. And that's how I'm going to be holding it. But I want to have you try this by holding two fingers. I'm going to lift my head off and I'm going to find where that lip is. And I'm going to push really hard with my two fingers inward toward my body. So it's coming down and a little bit angled in. And I'm going to see if I can let go with my hand and my head and hold the viola there without any other help. That's how the viola actually is being held when it's being held with my jawbone. So that's a good way for you to feel how much force it takes with your fingers. It takes pretty good force. If I used more force, it would go up, and if I used a little less, it would go down. And it's all resting on my collarbone. So that's a good way for you to feel how the viola is positioned, and if it's in the right place, it will do that. Now I'm going to take that same idea, but this time it's going to be my jawbone that's going to fit over the top of that lip. And instead of just putting my head down, I'm actually going to try to pull my jawbone back in toward my collarbone the same way I did with my fingers, and see if I can let go with my hand. If I pull back, now I can let it stay. You might not want to go very far away from the viola with your hands in case it feels like it's going to drop. It can hurt just a little bit if it's not quite positioned exactly right. You might want to play with that a little bit, move it slightly, see if it feels a little bit better over there. I just moved mine down so that the button is a little closer to the center of my neck. You can try various places. And this is a good way for you to check and see if you're holding the viola properly with your jawbone. The reason for that is because you want to be able to have the left arm free to swing and move a lot. It's going to move back here, it's going to move up here, we're going to slide all over the fingerboard to play different notes. And today we're going to try to do some swinging and cross. So let's put the thumb in the curve of the neck, just like when you were holding it firmly. Now let's just hold it nice and softly. Let the thumb just hold the viola, and I'm holding my thumb, you see it just about on the flat part of my thumb. It's not all the way up here, it's just about at the flat part of my thumb, feeling the curve of the neck. Now my viola is ready to play, and I'm going to pluck near my signal dot. Let's see, I think I'll do the A string 3 times, and then I'm going to jump all the way over to the C string, the lowest one, and do that one 3 times. So here we go with A 3 times. Play with me. Here we go. A, A, A. Now jump over to C. 2, 3. Jump back to A. While you jump, bend your knees. One more time. Notice how my arm is swinging to be able to reach the lowest string and the highest string. One more time. Jump over to C. Very good. If you were able to have sort of a teeter-totter going back and forth, and your thumb stayed in the same curve of the neck the whole time, then you were doing it the right way. Did you feel like your jawbone was pulling back a little bit as you played? That's good. Let's do one more way, and instead of doing just the A string, let's do D and A together so it will sound like this. You see, my elbow even helps me to pluck sometimes. And then I'm going to swing over and do C and G together. That way. Okay, let's try it. I'll also bend my knees in between. Here we go. Bend. Bend. Swing your arm over. One more. And C and G. Woo! That one was a loud one. Those are really good exercises for your left arm to get into a good position, to be able to swing as you play, and also so that you're making sure that you're holding your jawbone over the lip on the chin rest, and it will hold it in place.